exhalation. See if you can find that sense of sinking down and just settling in a bit more. Tuning into your breath here. See if you can notice that expansion, the lungs, the rib cage, and then the belly. And as you exhale slowly, just allowing the lungs and belly to deplete. Another breath here. Exhale it fully. And we'll just join the hands, or thumbs right to heart center. Just taking a moment to allow an intention to rise. And sealing that intention with the sound of 3 Oms. So inhaling. Take a breath. Exhale your breath. Kind of blink open the eyes. And we'll start by interlacing the fingers here. Start to reach through the palms. Reaching the hands out in front of you. Start to round your spine from here. Bring your chin to your chest. And then finding this reach in both directions. Take another breath here. And then as you inhale, sweeping your arms all the way up with a good morning stretch here. Open across your chest. And as you exhale, rounding the spine. So just finding that cat-cow spine here. Inhale, belly will lengthen, arch the spine facing up. Exhale, once again, round your spine, chin to your chest, pelvis rocks back. We'll do that 2 more times. Lengthening the belly, finding some extension, and as you exhale, round, chin to your chest, pelvis rocks back. 1 more like that. Inhale, lengthen, waking up here. And the next time you breathe in, take the palms up toward the ceiling, but this time sink your sitting bones down, and then notice that the rib cage is starting to pop. See if you can draw the rib cage down a bit more, and then find a little more length out for your fingertips. Breath in here, we'll exhale, bend the elbows, whistle the back of the head into the arm, and then breathe into this opening through the shoulders. Take an inhale, take that entire exhalation and release the hand. Extending this arm all the way alongside you, just take a side bend over to your right. And then see if you can ground down through that left sitting bone. And as you ground down, find some length out through those fingertips. 1 more breath here. Let's sweep the hand. Taking your other hand back behind you, go a little taller first. And then on the exhale breath, just coming into this twist. Inhale, reach the crown of the head up toward the ceiling, creating space here. And then as you exhale, twisting into that space that you just created. 1 more breath. And then from here, staying in the twist, just taking this other arm alongside your ear, directing some breath into those right ribs, right lower back. And then release this hand all the way down here. We'll let the weight of the head release. On your next breath in, sweeping the arms. So lifting the elbows here. And as you exhale, rounding your spine, chin toward the chest. So inhale, to lengthen through the belly, the elbows lift. Exhale as you round, folding forward. 1 more like that. Inhale, elbows lift. A little bit of a back bend here. The next time that you breathe in, we'll unwind the arms. And then backstroke your arms all the way back behind you. Give that full range of motion. Go ahead and come onto fingertips and then just lift your chest here into a little bit of a back bend. Take another breath in. And then we'll rock back to the sitting bones here. So just switch to crossing the legs. And the other leg on top. Interlace the fingers, bring that non-habitual thumb on top. And then start by just stretching the fingers, reaching through the palms. Bring your chin to your chest, start to let your pelvis rock back and around through the spine. Bringing the stretch into the low back. As you inhale, the palms lift, open across your chest. And as you exhale, round, pelvis rocks back. So as you inhale, lengthening through the belly, palms reach toward the ceiling, exhale around, pelvis rocks back. 2 more like that, just cat-cowling the spine here. Once again, tilt the pelvis forward, allow the belly to lengthen, look up, exhale round. The next breath in, we'll take the palms up and sink the sitting bones down. And then from here, bend the elbows. Nestle the back of the head into the arm. Notice if the chin's coming toward the chest here. You back the arms up a bit. You find a little more length up through the front of your head. Take a breath here. Take that entire out breath to release the hand. And then fully extending this arm alongside your ear. And then notice if that opposite sitting bone is lifting up. Can you round it down and find a little more length up through those fingertips? One more breath here. Sweeping the hand. Take the other hand back behind you. Barely any weight on the fingertips here. First row top. And as you exhale, building your way to the chest. So the crown of the head will lengthen toward the ceiling. Exhale. Think of those ribs wrapping around the head and neck hollow. One more breath. And then staying in this twist, taking that opposite arm alongside the ear. See if you can direct your breath into the whole left side. Take another breath here, sweeping this hand down, find your other knee. From here, we'll relax the back of the neck. And then coming into Gardasana arms, sweeping that one arm up underneath, almost lift. And as you exhale, fold forward. So as you heel up, elbows lift toward the ceiling, a little bit of a back bend. Exhale around and fold over. One more like that. Inhale as you lengthen the belly. Exhale as you round and fold. We'll unwind the arms from here. And then backstroke your arms all the way back behind you. Open the chest. Open the heart. Little back bend. Staying here and lifting the hips up off your blanket or block. One more breath. And exhale, releasing. And then sliding off of the blanket or block here. We'll come on to hands and knees. You're welcome to keep the blanket as padding if you like. And then making sure you're all lined up here, hips and knees. Tucking your shoulders and wrists. Just start to cat-cow the spine. So inhaling from the belly here. As you exhale, curling the top under, surrounding all the way down. Belly will lengthen, the heart will lift. As you exhale, pressing into the hands here, like you're pressing the floor away. And then just moving with your breath. Taking your time. Once again, extending the heart, drop. And as you exhale, curling the tail under. So the next breath in, we're going to take this right leg back behind you. And then as we exhale, draw the nose toward the knee. Pull the belly up and in. As you re-extend, length. And then curling the tail under, round all the way up. 2 more like that, moving with the breath. This last one, go ahead and re-extend the leg. Reaching through the heel of the foot here, drop the hip a bit, allow that thigh to roll in. And then as you feel steady, we'll keep the left arm alongside the ear, and then just finding this reach in both directions. Find a little lift up out of that right wrist. Releasing the hand down here, take the foot to the floor. And then reach this right arm up toward the ceiling. We'll make a fist into a plum circle. And the other way. And then take a breath in here, sweep it around toward the front wall. Stretching the breath whole right side. Taking the hand down to the floor. Tuck the toes under here. Bring the left foot back to me, the right. Move the toes back then. Press firmly into the hands. And then taking a breath in as you exhale. Drawing the thighs back. Lifting up to downward dog. There's a pedal the feet, so nice and easy bending one knee. As you reach and straighten that up, just feel toward the floor. Kind of waking up, everything's moving. Lengthen the heels toward the mat, lifting up through the sitting bones, actively pressing into the hands here. Heeling forward and finding that high plank position once again, shoulders over the wrists. We'll come to tippy toes, lowering the knees down. See if you can hug your elbows in and lower the chest just between the hands. And then activate the legs here. Let that support a little lift of the chest. Again, baby cobra. Drawing back to all fours. From here, realign. And then just start to make your way through cat-cow once again. So extending the heart. And then curling the tail around all the way up. So as you inhale, the belly will drop, and then the heart will lift. As you exhale, move pressing into the hands to round up. And just moving with your breath. Warming up the spine here. And starting to connect the breath here with the movement. The next time you breathe in, we'll take the left leg straight back. And as you exhale, curling the tail end over your nose to your knee. As you extend, find length through the belly. And then nose to your knee, really round through your upper back. For two more. And the next time that you re-extend that leg, bring it to hip height, really flex the foot here. And we'll take that opposite arm and extend to the wrong side here. And just looking in toward the midline here, really activate for head in line with the spine. Take a breath. Taking the hand down here, right underneath the shoulder. Take this other arm up toward the ceiling, make a fist, take a little circle. Opening up through the wrist here, tickling the other way, and then we'll take that arm along side here, really energize this back leg. Breathing from your fingers all the way down to your toes, and then take the hand down, back toes tucked under. Take your right foot back to meet your left, move the toes back a bit. Take a breath here in your high plank. Exhale, draw your thighs back once again, lifting up. Downward dog, pedaling in place. And lifting the heels toward your mat, lifting up through your sitting bones here, thighs drawing back. Inhale, peel forward, find your plank once again. And then from the tippy toes, lower your knees. See if you can hug your elbows in, lower all the way onto the belly. And then activate the legs, let that support a little lift of the chest here. And this time, tucking the toes, pressing into the hands, we'll bring the thighs up and back to downward dog. Pedaling in place once again. And then just allow that pedaling to become walking. So nice and easy. Take a bend in the knees if you need to. We'll come all the way up to the head of the mat. Take a forward fold here. Bend the knees enough so the chest can just kind of go out toward the thighs. Maybe the head is heavy. And take a hold of opposite elbows here and take a nod of the head. Yes. Shake the head now. Start to release any tension you're holding on to in the upper body. Take a little sway side to side. Start to open up the side body here. And then softening the knees, we'll make our way up to stand. So spreading through the toes. Stacking one vertebrae on top of another here, rising all the way up. Roll your shoulders back at the top. Take a moment to find Tadasana. And I'm gonna move my mat back just a bit. So lifting all 10 toes away from the floor. If you can spread the toes and then bring them down one at a time. And those pinkies all the way to your big toes. And then find a little lift with the arch of the foot. And let that lift carry up. So lifting the kneecaps, engaging the quads here. Drop the tailbone down, roll the shoulders back. As you inhale, taking the arms all the way up overhead. And on an exhale, holding forward. Lengthening the belly here, the heart will drop forward. We'll take the right leg back. And come into a lunge, making sure that this knee aligns over top the ankle here. And as you exhale, stepping that left foot back to meet your right. Downward dog. Lift your heels high, glide forward, and come into a high plank, shoulders over the wrists. And then go ahead and lower the knees down. Keep the elbows hugging in as you lower all the way out your belly. Activate the legs from here. Let that support lift to the chest. We'll take cobra. Good. That's what I want to do for music. And then tuck your toes, press into the hands, thighs draw up and back to downward facing dog. Raising the right leg, bringing it all the way forward between the hands, and we'll come back to fingertips here. And as you exhale, stepping that other foot to meet it. Fold over, ground the feet, sweeping the arms, rise all the way up, and releasing your arms down. Tadasana. So inhale, sweeping the arms up overhead. Hinge from the hips here, fold forward. We'll lengthen the belly, heart draws forward. This time stepping the left leg back. Light on the fingertips here, aligning the knee over the ankle. And then exhale, stepping that right foot back to meet the left. Down dog. Glide forward into a plank. Aim the chest forward, come to tippy toes, lowering the knees. See if you can hug the elbows and control your descent. Heel the chest away here, activate the legs, cobra. And then tucking the toes, pressing into your hands. The thighs will draw you up and back to down dog. Inhaling the left leg this time. Bring it all the way forward between the hands. We'll come back to fingertips. And as you exhale, step that right foot to meet your left. Fold over. Ground the feet or take the arms all the way up as you breathe in and breathing out. Tadasana. Inhale, arms sweep. Exhale, hinge from your hips, fold forward. Long spine here, heart drops forward. We'll take the right leg back once again, and then see if you can lift the fingertips away from the floor. Find a little more activation of the legs. From here, regrounding the palms, stepping that left foot back to meet your right, downward dog. Lift the heels, high the leg forward. Find your plank, lowering the knees, or come forward to tippy toes, lower halfway this time. And then rising into cobra or upward dog. We'll make our way back into downward dog. Raising that right leg this time. Bend the knee around. We'll re-extend. And then draw your nose towards your knees. See if you can pull the belly up and in. One more like that. This one's going to come all the way forward between the hands. Keeping this back heel spun up. Sweep the arms all the way up here. And we'll arrive in a high lunge. And then softening into this a bit. Find that hugging into the inner thighs. Strong legs. And then find that reach and extension up through the arms. We'll take a breath in, open out to the right. And then nice and easy, releasing this hand down to the block of the floor. Round down to lift up, reach up through those right fingertips. Take a breath, and as you exhale, sweep that arm around toward the front wall. And then we'll release the hands down on either side of this front foot, lifting through the chest. As you exhale, lift over that leg. As you rebound, the heart will drop forward. Exhale to lengthen over that leg. Two more. And on this last one, we'll lift through this back leg all the way. Maybe stepping the back foot in a bit. Grounding the heel, and then soften the face from here. See if you can relax the jaw, easing into this. Take another breath. Exhale. We'll rebound the front knee. Stay with fingertips or hands to heart center. Pouring weight into the front foot. Back leg comes to knee. Fold over here. Grounding the feet, sweeping the arms, and releasing the arms down. Tadasana. Inhale, arms sweep. We'll hinge from the hips and fold all the way forward over the legs. Lengthening the belly, heart draws forward. This time stepping the left leg back. Finding that engagement through the belly. Lift the fingertips away from the floor. And then reground the palms, stepping that right foot back to meet your left. Downward dog. Gliding forward into a plank. You can lower the knees here or come forward to tippy toes. And then lowering down halfway. Rising into cobra or press the floor right here, coming into upward dog. And making your way back. Downward dog. We'll raise the left leg this time. Bend the knee around the spine here. Re-extend. Draw your nose towards your knees. See if you can pull the belly up and in. One more like that. This one's going to come all the way forward between the hands. Keeping this back heel spun up. Float the arms all the way up here. Just rise to a high lunge. Start to settle into the hips. Relax the jaw a bit. Softening your face. And this full reach and extension out through the arms, reaching energy through your fingertips. Take a breath. As you exhale, we'll open out to the left, turn the chest. And then taking a breath in, take this hand all the way down to the block of the floor. We'll sweep the arm alongside the ear. Take an inhale here as you exhale, release the hands down. From either side of that front foot, lifting through your chest. Exhale to just lift over that front leg. As you rebound, the heart will drop forward. Exhale to lengthen all the way through that front leg. Two more. On this last one, we'll lengthen it all the way, maybe by hopping this back foot in just a bit. Soften your face. Relax your jaw. Easy breath to the neck. Take another breath here. Exhale. And then as you inhale, rebend the front knee so the heart draws forward. Staying with fingertips or hands over the heart. Pouring weight into the left foot, take the right foot to meet it. Fold over here. And then grounding the feet, sweeping the arms. And releasing the arms down. Tadasana. Inhale here, arms sweep, hinging from your hips, fold all the way forward over the legs. We'll lengthen the belly here, and then stepping into a plank. Take a moment to set this up, lowering the knees or lowering halfway, chaturanga, rising into your choice of back bend, and then making your way back. Moving to downward dog. Deep breaths, and then out. Right here in downward dog. Take another breath in. Exhale the breath. And then taking an inhale at the bottom of the exhale, bend the knees, forward of the hands. You're welcome to step or maybe hop all the way to the head of the mat. Lengthening the belly. Fold forward here. Soften the knees a bit. Hinge from your hips. Rise all the way up to stand. And then releasing the arms down. Tadasana. Inhale here, arms sweep. Hinge from the hips. Fold forward. Finding a long spine here. Lift the belly away from the thighs. Planting the hands. You can step or maybe jump to chaturanga. Inhale, rising into your back bend. And making your way back. Downward facing dog. And then spreading the fingers from here. So you can ground down through those index fingers and the thumbs. And as you do, find that lift up through your sitting bones. The thighs are drawing back, just moving toward the thighs. Take another breath here. We'll exhale the breath. And then take a deep inhale at the bottom of the exhale, bend your knees. Forward your hands, you can step or maybe pop. Top of the mat. This time lengthening the belly, we'll fold forward. Bend the knees from here, sink the hips. Take the arms all the way up alongside the ears. Utkatasana. Take a breath. And as you exhale, fold all the way back down over straight legs. Long spine here, and then planting the hands. You're welcome to step or jump to chaturanga. Rising into your choice of back bend. And making your way back to downward facing dog. We'll raise the right leg. Carefully here, stepping it all the way forward between the hands. Round the back heel. Sweep the arms. Virabhadrasana. And then as you exhale, open up to two. Start to sink into this front knee. And on your next breath in, take your back hand all the way to the floor. Exhale, chaturanga or lowering the knees. Rising into cobra, or really press the floor weight here, upward dog. Making your way back, downward dog, left leg will rise this time. Taking it all the way forward between the hands, around the back heel, lift the arms up. Virabhadrasana 1. As you exhale, just opening up to 2 here, sinking into that front knee. Settle into the hips, reach for the arms. And as you inhale, take that back hand all the way to the floor. Exhale, chaturanga. Rise to cobra or upward dog. Exhaling back to downward facing. Coming back to your breath. Deep breaths in and out. Take another breath here. And then taking an inhale at the bottom of the exhale, bend your knees, look forward to your hands. Step or maybe hop. Lengthening the belly. Folding forward, we'll bend the knees, sink the hips, reach the arms. Utkatasana, take a breath. Exhale, fold all the way back down over straight legs. Long spine here, and then planting the hands. You can step or maybe jump, chaturanga. Rising into your choice of back bend. Making your way back to downward dog, we'll raise the right leg. Taking it all the way forward between the hands. Around the back heel, float the arms all the way up here, Virabhadrasana 1. As you exhale, just opening up to 2. Start to sink into this front knee. From here, we'll flip the front palm, take a reverse warrior, and then inhale your back hand all the way to the floor. Frame the front foot, chaturanga. Rise to cobra or upward. Exhaling back to downward dog. Left leg rises. Taking it forward between the hands. Round the back heel, lift the arms. Virabhadrasana 1. As you exhale, opening to 2. Start to sink. And we'll flip the front palm here. Slide the back hand down the back thigh, reverse warrior. Inhaling that back hand all the way down. Exhale, chaturanga. Rising into cobra or press the floor away here into up dog. Exhaling into downward dog. Breaths in and out right here. Actively pressing the floor away here with the hands. Take another breath in. And then take an inhale. At the bottom of this exhale, bend the knees. Support your hands. You can step or maybe pop. All the way to the head of the mat. Lengthening the belly. Folding forward. This time we'll bend the knees, sink the hips, reach the arms. Stay right here for Kritasana. Take a peek down. Make sure the knees aren't coming forward to the toes here. The weight is reaching toward the heels. Toes are peering out. Take another breath. Exhale, fold all the way down over straight legs. Long spine here, planting the hands, stepping or maybe jumping. Chaturanga. You can always lower the knees here if you're getting tired. Rising into your choice of back bend. Making your way back to downward dog. We'll raise the right leg, bend the knee around. As you re-extend, lengthen the belly. Nose to your knee, pull the belly up and in. One more. This one's going to come all the way forward between the hands, keeping this back heel spun up. Float the arms all the way up here. We'll take a high lunge. Start to soften. Relax the jaw here. Find this reach and extension to the arms. From here, reaching back, we'll interlace the fingers. Slide your fist down your back thigh, open your chest. Take another breath. And then release the hands, sliding down past the tailbone. Pull the arms back up. And then taking the back heel down. Just opening up here to warrior two. So readjusting your stance just a bit. Start to really sink into that front knee. Settling in here. Take a peek, make sure that knee line's over the ankle. Make sure you're not rolling in on the inside of that front foot. Let's reverse the warrior. And then bending the elbow here. Bring it to the front thigh. Take this left arm alongside the ear. We'll come into some circles. Opening across the chest. On this last one, take it alongside the ear here. We'll hold. Find that full extension from your heel to your fingertips. And then you're welcome to stay here. Maybe slide the right hand down the inner thigh. And then stay with this. We're taking this left arm up. Flip the palm here, bend the elbow. Taking it around down the back, maybe coming into a half bind. Or dropping that right shoulder, threading the hands through for full bind. And then we'll roll the chest open from here. One more breath wherever you are. We'll energize the back leg, rise up. Virabhadrasana 2. Taking that back hand all the way to the floor. Exhale, chaturanga. Rising into cobra or come to up dog. Making your way back to downward dog. This time the left leg rises. Bend the knee around. Re-extend. Draw your nose toward your knee. Pull the belly up and in and round the upper back. One more. This one's coming all the way forward between the hands. Keeping this back heel spun up. Float the arms up here. Rise to head lunge. Settle into the hips. Find that sense of hugging in for the inner thighs. And this full extension to reach out for the arms. We'll reach back. Take the opposite interlace of the fingers here, clasping the hands. Roll your chest and shoulders open. Breathe. And then from here, sliding the hands down. Take the arms up overhead. We'll take this back heel down. Readjust the stance a bit. And then really start to sink into that front knee. Settling into the hips. Take a peek back. Make sure you're one long line here, fingertip to fingertip. Let's go back to reverse warrior. And then bending the elbow. Bringing that elbow to the front thigh. Start to come into those circles. your time. On this last one, we'll hold. Keep the chest turning up, stay here, slide that left hand down. And then option to take this right arm up, flip the palm here, and truly rotate the shoulder. Aiming it for the inside of that left thigh, you can drop that left shoulder, maybe the hands clasp, maybe not, and then roll your chest and shoulder open from here if you're coming into the thigh. Another breath. Unwind, rise. Warrior two. Take the back hand all the way down. Chaturanga, or lower your knees if you're getting tired. You can always skip a vinyasa. Rising into your back bend. Coming back to downward dog. You're welcome to lower the knees if you like. Taking the hips toward the heels. We'll take another breath here. Exhaling. And then looking forward to the hands, stepping or hopping. Head of the mat. Lengthen the belly. And then fold forward, bend the knees, sink the hips, we'll come back to chair. And then bring all the way into that right foot here. Draw the left toes away from the mat. Find that engagement of the belly. Lower the left foot. Draw the right knee up. And back to chair. Or the weight into the right foot this time. Moving mindfully here. Take your time. It's okay if you're a little wobbly. We'll come back to chair. Hold all the way forward. Long spine here. Plant the hands. You're welcome to step and jump to chaturanga if you're getting tired. Maybe lowering the knees. Rising into your choice of back bend. We'll make our way back to downward dog. This time raising the right leg. Bring it all the way forward between the hands. Keep the back onto the mat and just reach this left arm all the way up and around. We'll come right into warrior two from here. And then settle into the hips. Start to sink into that front knee. Spread through the toes, the right foot. Find that extension out through the arms. And then shifting your gaze down towards your front big toe. Welcome to grab a block on your way down here. We're all the way into the right foot. When you're ready, left toes lift away. And then you can take that top arm up toward the ceiling, Ardha Chakrasana. Energize the back leg. Stay here, bend the knee. Maybe grabbing the hold of the top of the foot. Roll your chest to shoulder with it. One more breath. We'll rebound this front knee. Sink back to warrior two. And take a reverse warrior here. Lengthen all the way through that front leg. And then setting up for triangle, put the right hip under. Take the hand down to the shin. Lift this top arm high. Finding that same sense of low ribs rolling under to help the chest turn up here. And then gazing up toward that top hand, press down for both feet to rise. We'll bring your feet to their parallel here. Turn to face the side while lift your chest. Hinge from your hips here, fold forward. Coming into a wide-legged forward fold. And then just softening into this. Shifting the weight forward a bit so hips line up over the heels. Check out the feet. Taking it deep in this opening through the whole back body. Take another breath here. And then lengthening the belly. From here, plant the left palm. You're welcome to take that hand to a block. Reach this right arm high. To open across the chest. And releasing the hand down here. Take that right palm underneath the nose. This left hand can come to the sacrum here. Lengthen, find a little more length through the belly, and then this top arm can float up toward the ceiling, opening across the chest. And we'll release the hand down. This time, left palm underneath the nose. Sweep the right arm, open the chest. From here, flip the palm, bend the elbow. Snake it around the back. So you're reaching to the inside of that left thigh. Start to toe heel the left foot in toward the right.
Start to bend into that right knee a bit more, and then you can wrap this arm around, maybe the hands clasped, maybe not. From here, pour all the weight into the right foot. Slow rise. And then staying here, start to lengthen this leg. And then to come back down, rebend the left knee, and then rebend your standing leg nice and slow. Retrace your steps and start to toe heel that foot back out to the left. And we'll come back into a long spine here. Walk your hands all the way around toward this front foot. Sitting off the heel, welcome to grab your blocks. Lower that back knee all the way down. Sink the hips. You're welcome to take some padding underneath that knee as needed. And then just start to sink, settling in a bit here. Give it a moment for the hips to start to release. And then we'll take the hands onto the front thigh. Lift the chest, and from here you can sweep the arms. Moving into Anjaneyasana, a little bit of a back bend, a heart lift. Release the hands all the way down. And then lengthen over this front leg and just draw your hips back. Maybe the right toes lift away. As you rebend, draw the heart forward. And then as you exhale, lengthening through that front leg, toes draw back. Go through that a couple more times. And on this last one, go ahead and lengthen through the front leg. You might need to toe heel this front foot forward a bit so that the hips line up over the back knee. Find a little more length in your belly. Remember, you're welcome to take your blocks up higher if needed. And then from here, hinging from the hips, just pulling forward over that leg. We're going to come into half Padmanabhasana. Let the weight of the head release. Relax your jaw a bit. You're welcome to stay here. Or start to slide that front leg forward and slide the front leg back. Transitioning into full Hanumanasana, ways of working into the pose. Blocks on either side of that of the hips here, or you can bring a block underneath of that right thigh. So just breathe wherever you are. So if you're coming into full Hanumanasana, you can also lengthen the belly and then fold over that front leg. Wherever you are, 2 more breaths. And then nice and easy to come back. We're going to slide forward, so coming back from half Hanumanasana if you fully extended that leg. Rebend the front knee here. Tuck your back toes under. We'll come back into a low lunge. And then just step the left foot to meet the right. Don't heel your feet apart a bit. Taking a hold of opposite elbows here, or you can take a yogi toe, lengthening the belly. Hinge from your hips here, pull forward, and just allow the weight of the head to release. You're welcome to grab blocks, opposite elbows, or yogi to left if that's available. And then you can start to bend the elbows out to the side. Let the chest collapse onto the thighs here. Maybe keep the soft bend in the knees, or instead of just pressing the knees back, you could lifting the hips up toward the ceiling. Maybe the legs don't straighten all the way, but maybe you're able to release the chest toward the thighs. One more breath here. We'll release the toes, toe heel the feet in a bit. Bend your knees and sink the hips, so making your way back into chair. And then pouring all the weight into that left foot, we'll reach the right toes away. Find that lift through the belly, sit back to chair. Pour the weight into the right foot this time. And then just moving mindfully here, take your time. Maybe noticing if one leg is a little more steady than the other. The next time you come to chair, fold forward. Long spine here, planting the hands. You're welcome to step or jump, chaturanga. If you're getting tired, lowering the knees. Making your way into your back bend. And making your way back. Downward dog. Raising the left leg this time. Taking it forward between the hands. Round the back heel. We'll sweep this right arm all the way up. Warrior 2. And then just start to settle in. Come back to your breath. Settle in, relax the jaw. Just shift your knees down toward this front big toe. You're welcome to take a hold of a block here. Bring all the weight into that left foot. Right toes leave your mat. And then maybe extending that top arm high, Ardha Chandrasana. Stay here, bending that back knee. Maybe, just maybe, keep the foot into the hand, roll your chest into the hand. One more breath. Rebound the standing leg. Nice soft landing, back warrior two. And then from here, take a reverse warrior. Lengthen all the way through that front leg and keep reaching back, putting this left hip under. Lengthen the left sideways here. Take the hand to the shin. And then open up that right arm. Trikonasana. Energize the legs here. And then like somebody's got you by the hand, pulling you back up, rise, press down with both feet. Bring the left toes, they're parallel to the right. Readjust your stance, lengthen your belly. Hinging from your hips, going forward. We'll just get into a second set here of wide-legged forward fold. Breathing into this, take another breath. Lengthen the belly here. Your right palm underneath your nose. Left hand to the hip. Start to turn the chest. Reaching that top arm up. Round down the lift up. Unwind the spine. Left palm underneath the nose, either to the block of the floor, reach the right arm high. Open it across the chest. Giving that length through the spine and then turning the chest up. And then releasing the hand. We'll take the right hand back down, left arm high. Lifting the palm from here, bend the elbows, sneak it around down the back. Start to toe heel the right foot towards the left. Bending into this left knee. And reach this right arm up underneath. Maybe the hands off. If not, you can kind of wrap around the knee. Work towards lengthening that standing leg. Take your time. Maybe the right leg lengthens from here, maybe not. And then to come back down, rebound that knee. Go ahead and slowly bend back into the left leg. Toe heel that foot back over to the right. And we'll lengthen the belly and walk your hands around, sitting off the back heel. Lower the back knee all the way down. Maybe take some padding to that back knee. Grab the blocks here. Start to sink, settling into your hips. And then as you feel steady, you can take the hands onto the front thigh here. Make sure that pelvis is moving forward evenly. And then take the arms up. Anjaneyasana. And we'll open the chest here, release the hands to blocks. And then from here, just lengthening all the way through that front leg. So as you rebend, the heart draws forward. And then lengthening through that front leg, draw your hips back. Nice and easy. Move through this a couple more times. Moving on your breath. The next time that you lengthen this front leg, go ahead and toe heel the foot forward a bit so that those hips line up over the back knee. Flex the foot, draw the toes back. Remember, you can take the blocks up higher as needed. Lengthen the belly, and then from here, hinge, fold forward over this front leg. So you're welcome to take hands to blocks to the floor here. This can be a deep stretch for the hamstrings. You don't want to force or push your way into this, just like any pose in yoga. But if it's available to you, you can start to bend into this front knee, maybe lengthening through both legs here. And then ways of working into the pose, blocks on either side of the hips. You can also take a block underneath that left thigh. And then wherever you are, just breathing into this. And if you're in full Hanumanasana and you want to pull forward from here, wherever you are, one more breath. We're going to press into the blocks, lift back up toward half Hanumanasana if you extended that leg, and then rebend. Draw your heart forward here, tuck your back toes under. Find a little lift through the belly. Step your right foot to meet your left. Toe heel the feet apart. Opposite elbows this time, yogi toe, or you can lift the feet here. And then we'll slide the hands all the way underneath, lifting up to the wrists. Just letting go. So gravity is on your side in this pose. Just giving into gravity, letting everything go. You're holding the weight of this head that's like the weight of a bowling ball up all day. See if you can just let it go. And then do a little nod of the head, shake. And then stay with the knees softer. You can start to lengthen the legs. Then you're releasing the chest toward the thighs. If the legs don't lengthen all the way, that's okay. And then we'll release the toes, or if you slid the hands underneath, release the hands. And then little bend in the knees here, just roll it up. One vertebrae stacking on top of another here. Row top. Then we'll toe heel the feet in. Take a moment and just come to Tadasana here. And then start by spreading through the right toes, pour all the weight into that right leg. Lift the left toes up, take your time. Give your knee a hug, so interlace the fingers underneath the knee here. Try not to sink into that right hip. Now you're welcome to stay here. You can take this right hand, wrap it around to the outside of the left foot here. Take your left hand to the sacrum, maybe stay here. Maybe keep the knee bent, but reach through the heel, halfway. Or from here, start to work towards lengthening that leg. And then start to come into your twist. From here, start to shift your gaze like a clock back toward that left hand. One more breath. We'll release the foot, nice and easy. Soften the knee of the standing leg. Reach the leg straight back behind you, and then open the arms out. Airplane. And then soft landing here back to a high lunge. Gather the inner thighs in, press down and lengthen through that front leg. And then rebend. Press down, rise up. Rebend that front knee. One more like that. Press down to rise. This time we'll rebend the front knee. Draw your heart forward, join the palms, and then just sweep the arms to the right. You can put this elbow to the outside of the knee here. And then press the right palm into the left. Start to turn your chest. You can extend the arms from here if you like. And we'll take this back heel down, reach the right arm up and around warrior two. This time taking that back hand all the way to the floor. Free up this right leg. Let's take a downward dog split. Put your knee here, just allow the hip to fan open. And then shifting forward, we'll aim the knee toward the right elbow and lower that foot down. And then you're welcome to stay on palms here. You can lower down to your forearms. Using a block as needed. And we'll settle in for a little lizard. Allow the weight of the head to release. Soften your face. From here, nice and easy. We'll drop this left palm or the left forearm to the floor. Reach this right around the outside of the knee. Start to turn your chest. So you're staying with this or bending this back knee. You're welcome to reach back. You just maybe grab a hold up, but roll your chest and shoulder open here. And then we'll unwind. We're going to work on this arm balance. So there's a few steps. And you can just kind of drop the shoulder like we've been working on. Thread it to the outside of this foot. So maybe today, this is what it looks like. From here, you can tuck the back toes under. Maybe you stay here. Or maybe bend into these elbows and come into chaturanga arms here. Toe heel the foot over to the right. And then aim the chest forward. From here, maybe the left toes lift away. Oh, I don't know what that was. That was half a chin stand. And then shift your hips back from the heel. Take a little breather. We'll shift forward here. Tuck the toes, lift the knees. Take the hips up and down. And then you can bend the knees here. You can step or you can hop all the way to the top of your mat. Don't feel the feet a part of it. Soften your knees. You're welcome to take the hands to the thighs and rise here. One vertebrae stacking on top of another. You know where we're going now. So that's the good or the bad news. Start in Tadasana. Find a little lift through the belly. When you're ready, pour all the way to the left, but spread the left toes. Try not to press back to that knee, so not locking the knee joint here. Reach the right toes away. And then interlace your fingers up underneath this knee. Hug your knee into the chest. So maybe micro bend this left knee, find a little release to the front of that hip. And then you're welcome to stay here. Take this left hand, you're gonna wrap it around toward the outside of that right foot. Take your right hand to the sacrum. And then from here, maybe keep the knee bent, so coming halfway, or work toward fully extending that leg. And then you can reach this arm back and then think like a clock. Start to turn your head slowly, 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 all the way back to that right hand. And then softening the left knee, shift forward. Legs come straight, back chest aims forward. Warrior 3. We'll open the arms, airplane, and then nice soft landing in a high lunge. Press down, rise up here, and rebend that knee. Woo! Press down, rise up. Little drawing into the inner thighs. Last one. From here, chest aims forward, join the palms. Sweep the arms to the left. We're setting up for that twist. Energize the back leg, so try not to let this knee droop. And then press the left palm into the right here. You can extend the arms. We'll take the back heel down, open up to 2. This time back hand comes all the way to the floor. Free up that left leg. Downward dog split, bend the knee, fan the hips, shift you forward. And then step the foot all the way to the outside of that hand. Taking some padding underneath that knee is needed. You can take a block to the hands or maybe on the forearms. Settle in. And allow the weight of the head to release. So free and relax your jaw a bit. Breathe. Nice and easy. We'll hear a couple of breaths. And then stretch off the hands in a bit. You can come onto this right palm or right forearm. Wrap the left arm around this time. Stay here, bend this back knee. Maybe, just maybe, reaching back to back hand, grab a hold of the foot, roll your chest and shoulder open. Breathe. And we'll unwind. And from here, again, coming into an attempt for this arm balance. So maybe you're just working towards dropping this left shoulder, thread the hand through. From here, stay here, tucking the back toes under. And just work on energizing that back leg. From here, toe heel the foot to the left. Next step would be to come to chaturanga arms, aim the chest forward. And then maybe you're balancing on that right elbow and then lift the leg and move away from that elbow. And then you can work towards bringing the chin to the mat. Nice, and from here, we'll sink back. Extended child's pose. Take a little breather here. And sway the head side to side. And nice and easy, making your way back into a down dog. You're gonna bend the knees. This time, look forward to the hands. We'll hop the feet to the outsides of the hands. And just sink down into a yogi squat here. And then settling in, let the tailbone get heavy. Join the palms here. You can use the palms pressed together, open the knees out to the sides. Breathe. And then rock, we stay here, or spreading through the fingers. Making that contact down into the floor, walk the feet in a bit. And then from here, floating one foot off and then the other. Think of hugging the inner thighs in here, up and in the belly. Maybe work on bringing the big toes together, Bakasana. When you're ready, come back into Malasana. Don't worry, we're going to do that again. So spreading the fingers. Shift forward. Maybe floating one foot off today, maybe another. You're up there. We're going to bring the big toes together, round the spine, bring the feet in toward the sitting bones. Breathe. Rounding the back. One more breath. Nice. From here, we're going to come back to Malasana and then just rock back here. Come onto your back. And then from here, taking a hold of the ankles. You're going to come into a happy baby. So start by grounding your sacrum, that flat bone at the base of the spine. If you're able to, you can grab the arches of the foot, the ankles are fine. And then just start to rock side to side first. And you can start to lengthen one leg, and then the other knee in as you rock. And then we'll come back to the middle. We'll just take this left foot to the floor, bend the right knee in and bring that right ankle to the left knee. And then staying right here or spreading the hands back behind this left thigh. So coming into reclining pigeon. And then just relax your jaw here, breathing into this. Soften your face. So if you're used to pigeon, this could be a somewhat different stretch. Working against gravity a bit. In pigeon, you have gravity on your side. This can feel like a slightly different opening for the head, so you might feel like you have a little more control here. It might be a little better for your knees, depending on your knees. We'll just breathe into this a couple more rounds of breath, nice and easy. And then from here, go ahead and cross this leg over. We're going to grab a hold of the ankles. And then these are kind of like handlebars here. So you can start to draw them in towards you, and you can also pull them apart a bit. And then the stretch is probably going to be through the outside of that right hip. Oh yeah, and just breathe into this. Relax your jaw here, soften your face a bit. And you can play with these handlebars. If it feels like too much, back it off a bit. If you bring a little more sensation to it, we can pull it in a little more. Breathe wherever you are, one more breath. And we'll unwind and take the left ankle to the right knee this time. So stay here if you're already feeling this stretch. Grab the hands back behind the right thigh, but if this causes any tension in the upper back, the shoulders at all, and just keep the arms released to your sides. And then you can flex the feet, take the feet down, just make sure that your leg's not in one direction, ankle in the other, so it's one straight line. Just breathe. As you feel the stretch, maybe pulling that leg in a little bit closer. Try and keep this left knee opening out to the left. We'll stay here for more rounds of breath. And we're going to cross this left ankle over the right, or left leg, I should say, right. And then you can grab a hold of the ankles. And then you can stay here, or you can start to draw them in toward one another. You can also think of pulling apart, sort of like a pretzel. And then just breathe. Breathe into whatever stretch you feel. Another breath or two here. And we're going to unwind the legs, bend the knees in here, grab a hold of your big toes. So you're going to come like this. And then you're going to use your momentum to rock back a little, and then you nose to your knees, press into your feet a bit, press into the hands, and then extend. Nice, from here release your hands. Reach, Savasana. Reach for the heels, squeeze the inner thighs in. We'll lower to Ardha Malasana, and then rise back up to Malasana. And then lower to Ardha, and rise back up to Navasana. A couple more just like that. Hold Navasana, and then we're going to lower this down nice and slow. It's going to be fun. For 5, 4, And then the knees in here. Cross the right leg over the left. And then from here, since the right leg is on top, bring that right arm up underneath, Tadasana, arms and legs. From here, release the toes away from the floor. You're gonna flex the feet. And then heeling up, draw the elbows toward the knees. Release the heel and the fingertips toward the floor in opposite directions, and then draw it in. And tap, draw it in. You can draw it in toward the midline here. Breathe out through the mouth as you come in. Two more. Try not to tense up the head and neck. Last one. Hold. Unwind the arms. Keep the legs as they are. Scoot your hips a little to your right. Drop your knees to the, or scoot your hips to the left. Drop your knees to the right. Back to the middle. And cross the legs. It's time to keep the left leg over the right. Release the feet away. Take the left arm underneath. Grab the arms. Reach in opposite directions. And then heel the upper body up, elbows to knees. Reach the heel and the fingertips toward the floor, and then draw in. You can use your breath and press it out through the mouth here. Last one. Hold. Release the arms. Relax the head back down. Scoot the hips to the other directions. Okay. Draw the knees up. Smooth it up. Unwind from here. Walk your feet in toward the rear. Keep the block handy. We're going to set up for a bridge. When you're ready, lifting up, and rock the shoulder blades up underneath you, like maybe interlacing those fingers. Try not to let the knees duck after, so drawing the knees in toward the midline. Glutes will squeeze a bit, but try not to grip. Weights are lifting toward the ceiling, shins coming toward the chest, knees lengthening toward that opposite wall, and then release the hands and just roll it forward, move back on. Second set of bridge, or taking the hands alongside the ears. Full wheel. Chin to your chest, come on back down. And we'll take one more here. You're welcome to grab the block. And turn this into a supported bridge, or take a final bridge with the wheel. And then when you're ready, meeting up with us in supported bridge. And then you're welcome to stay here, just kind of let that block forward for you. Or from here, lengthening the legs one at a time up toward the ceiling. Bring this into a supported shoulders together, just breathe. Let go. Take another breath. One more deep inhale. And then nice and easy. One more challenge, bending the knees, and bring your feet down together at the same time as well. And then once you're here, lift your hips up, slide your block out. Walk your feet out to the edge of the mat and just drop your knees in toward the center. Take a moment just to neutralize. Bring the arms up overhead like cactus arms here. Take the knees to the left, to the right, keeping your time rush. And then the next time you drop your knees over to the left, look over that right shoulder. Direct your breath into that whole right side. And up and over to the right. Go to that left shoulder. Direct your breath into that whole left side. And release the legs back to the center. And then lift the legs one at a time onto your mat. You're welcome to, in the lights here, you can grab your blanket if you have one and roll it. A little support underneath the knees if you tend to overarch the low back. This makes it nice. And then if you like a blanket or sweatshirt, grab that now. Lying back, let the legs drop open. And release at your side, the palms facing up. And we'll release into Shavasana. Starting to deepen the breath. Wiggling the fingers and the toes. When you're ready, taking the arms up overhead here and just doing this final stretch with your fingers all the way down to your toes. And as you're ready, bending the knees in, rolling over onto your side. And pausing here for a moment. Just taking a moment to soak in all the effects of your practice. And as you're ready, keeping the eyes closed, And pressing your way up to a seat. Back to where we started. Taking the palms together over your heart. And we'll close class with the sound of one. Bring the thumbs to forehead center, folding forward. Namaste. Thanks so much, guys. It was so nice to see your smiling faces this morning. We started a new challenge. So by the way, if you have 12 or more classes for the month of April, and I think a lot of you do, send me your address so I can ship you the t-shirt. They should be in next week. Our new challenge is bingo. It's a lot of fun. It's taking classes with us, meditating and engaging in self-care, and we're giving away prizes for either getting a full row or a full board. So it should be fun, just something to keep us motivated. And if you don't mind sharing that bingo with other people, maybe tagging some friends you think would be interested, inviting friends to participate and get them maybe taking a Zoom class, or if they're new to the studio, it's $55 for their first month, so you can let them know that. We'd really appreciate it. And speaking of which, if you're having a great time here, leave us a review. It could be on Google, it could be on our Facebook page or our Instagram, but just let people know that you're really enjoying classes here. Just get the word out for us, since we don't know how long we'll be sheltering in place. We're hoping by the end of like next month to reopen. I think that's what we're looking at right now. We're actually considered phase 1 of the reopening as a gym, I think, but we don't know what kind of restrictions we'll have on us. So thanks so much, guys. I appreciate everybody being here. Have a great day. Yay. Thanks, Marianne. Thanks, Steph. Thanks, Carly. Bye, Heather. Bye, Sharon. Bye, Janice. How'd you like that bird of paradise? That was fun.